Beep, beep, beep,
Mm-hmm.
beep. We back, y'all.
Come
We
on.
back. We back. We back.
Come
Hey,
on.
welcome to another episode of Vibes in Combo. Hey,
Sheesh.
come on in. Come on in.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sheesh.
Welcome to another episode of Vibes in Combo, where we champion everything and all things that are R&B. Feel me?
Come on.
Hey, this week we got something special for y'all. But first and foremost, let's introduce ourselves. Right there's my brother On Key. It's the On Key, never off. Feel me? Right below us is the courteous man himself, Kurt Quinn. Mr. Get It In times 10 if you want to win. Anything
Come
less
on.
is a sin.
Let's go, baby.
Feel me?
Let's go.
And I'm your friendly neighborhood sequel 2297. And this week, man, we keep upping the ante on y'all, man. We keep telling you. This week, we got a wealth of knowledge for y'all this week, man. Key, tell them what we got.
Hey.
Birdman hand rub.
Look,
Serious.
we are excited again. Because look, we really gonna talk that R&B nerd talk tonight.
Man.
You want to talk about songs?
Shit.
You want to talk about production?
My God.
You want to talk about legacy?
Come on.
You want to talk about we talk about R&B here.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
You have to talk about R&B when we discuss this individual that we gonna bring on later on.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a long intro today.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a long one because we gotta do it right.
Let them shots go.
Right. Gotta do it right.
Yes, we do.
Man. But let's do this though. How is y'all's week going before we get into this journey? Start with Kurt Quinn.
Yep. Well, thank you for asking. You know what, bro? This has been one crazy week. We're on the cusp of our thankful day, the day that we all come together and be thankful for things. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. I always miss like actual important stuff, and y'all always mention something like, "Yeah, me too." But honestly, for the life of me, I can't think of nothing impressive about this week outside of today.
Yes.
Be here today. Let's go.
Already.
Come on. Timbo.
Oh man, well, you know.
How about you, Timbo?
Man, you know. Well, you know, it's turkey time, kill the turkey and all that. Yeah, just pretty much gearing up for that, man. Hey, I'm happy. Hey, I'm happy for the downtime, man. Everybody no school, nobody's working right now. Like everybody just enjoying each other or whatever. I can't go another second without shouting out my brother Robert Patterson Esquire back in Texas, man. He just got sworn in as a lawyer. He's now officially a lawyer to practice law, man. It was a long time coming. Proud to see my brother accomplish his goals, man, his dreams or whatever. Salute to you, Rob. I love you, brother. But other than that, man, what we got going on today, I can't think of any place I'd rather be right now.
Come on, man.
That's right.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Well, with me.
Do tell.
Nah.
Talk your talk.
Nah. It's been smooth. I am in SD California, where we are spoiled by the weather.
Yeah.
But it is cold for us. Cold for us.
It's in the 70s and it's cold.
Cold for us. Those that's located in other places, bear with me. We are very spoiled. So it is definitely cold for us. That's why you see me with the beanie on in the room. It is cold for us. Cold for us. But nah, it's been a smooth week. Nothing really new. I mean, we just coming off these Vibes and Combo episodes, you notice.
Oh man.
Been
Back to back
moving
to back.
pretty beautiful. But other than that, normal relaxing week for me, besides the weather.
Yeah. That's what's up.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
now what we got to do is we got to get you set to go on this journey that we about to get into tonight. So I like to call it Set the Mood.
Set the mood. Set the mood for you.
Right.
Yes, sir.
We gotta make that drop, man.
We gotta do. I know.
We gotta do
right?
that. Especially
right.
when
we gonna surprise y'all one week. We're gonna surprise y'all one week. We're gonna get y'all. But we need to. There is 3 steps we need you to follow here at Vibes and Convo, right? Starting with step number 1 is find your place of comfort. That could be at home. That could be in your bed. That could be in your couch. That could be in your living room. That can be in your room. That can be, for the luxury folks on the rooftop.
Up on the roof.
That can be on the patio. That can be in your den. That can be in your garage. That can be on like my brother Quinn got behind him, the bean bag. For the gamers, the game chair. Right? We just want you to be somewhere comfortable.
He look extra small.
Come on.
He's sinking into the bean bag. Don't take him, bean bag. Don't take him. Not yet.
We just want you to be somewhere comfortable, man.
Please.
So step number 1 is find your place of comfort. Step number 2 is get you a set of headphones, right? Most people be like, man, you headphones? I don't need headphones. I got a cell phone, or I got a laptop, or I'm watching it off my TV. That's fine, right? But what we want you to do is we want you to have a set of headphones so you can hear the details that we're going to be doing on this journey tonight, because we're going to be talking that R&B Nerd Talk.
Yeah.
That I can promise you. I can promise you. So step number 2 is get you a good set of headphones. Step number 3. Don't need to cover the label. Don't need to cover the label.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at holding it right. I'm holding the bottle right now. Instead of the stab action, I got to show some growth.
No more serial killer key.
Yeah. Step number 3 is get you your favorite beverage, and we want you to place it right next to you, just like this here.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Stay
fellas.
hydrated, people.
That's right.
Stay hydrated. I got the water. Mine is water. The seal is sealed.
Okay.
Fully sealed.
Make sure nobody put nothing
can't
in
see
your
that.
drink.
fully sealed.
They look tampered.
But yeah, those are the 3 steps we need you to follow here at Vibes and Combo.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me make sure everything is right.
Yes, sir.
And we are ready to go.
Hey, I don't know about y'all guys, but man, for us to get to this point right now, man, it's been truly a blessing, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Truly a blessing. And
what did I say?
I feel like doggone who we about to bring on right now is doggone about to bless us with even more abundantly, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Look, we need a good intro, right? So I'm gonna say, let's start off like this.
Uh-huh.
When you talking songwriting, when you talking production, from your favorite artist,
right?
From your favorite artist, golden era. You gotta really look at people that played a big part in that, right?
Right.
Yes, you do.
This gentleman,
highly decorated.
Right. This gentleman here, man, was part of a dynamic duo.
Yes.
Now, you had you know, you've had your favorite producers in mind, right? You got your favorite songwriters in mind. Think golden era.
Of
Right?
course. The LA, the Faces, the Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis.
Terry Lewis.
You know what I'm saying? You've had the Gambling Huffs over the years. You've had the Ashford and Simpsons. You had Maurice Starr, Maurice Juzon. You had
right.
McFadden and Whitehead.
Who else?
Hell, Timberland and Missy.
Timberland and Missy.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Norman Whitfield and Barrett Strong. Even going more back in the day. Gerald Levert and Mark Golden.
Okay.
Like a lot of people, man. Michael Jackson and Randy Jackson.
Yeah.
Famously enough.
Right.
Like when people think like on the production side, like it's a lot of like we could go, the list goes on and on and on. The characters.
Come on,
man. We can go with production crews all day long, man.
Man, we can go on and on.
What's our guy who always have the good words right now, but always having the rings on his fingers? Our guy.
Who you thinking?
Rings on the finger. Who you talking about?
Oh, Troy Taylor.
Come on, he know who I'm talking about. Come on, man.
Come on.
Of course.
Come on.
Yeah. Part of the characters.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Produced for folks, for groups like Boyz II Men. TLC.
The joints though. Donnell Jones.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Come on.
Name them. True.
Come on.
The list is too long.
It really is.
We'll be here all night.
Dave Hollister,
I just want to name a few.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Right.
I just wanted to name a few.
You name it. This guy's probably touched them at some point or another.
Come on.
Right.
Come on. We trying to get him in here right now. Let me make sure he got what he need. And then come on.
Let's go.
Talk about it.
This guy's names are too long to name, bro. We'll be here all night.
All night.
Yeah, man.
Literally all night.
Let me do this. Because we are live, right? So what I want to do is make sure he got what he need to join us. But it don't matter because this intro gonna be long enough.
Yes.
Gonna be long enough.
Yes,
straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Let's do this. All right. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, man. When you talk about hits, we straight. When you talk about hits, you got to talk about hits with this person, right? We mentioned Boyz II Men,
right?
We mentioned TLC, but a record I like is John B.
Oh yes. Hey, no about this.
Yeah,
Golden Age.
Golden
Age.
You know.
He got some very, very beautiful work with Case.
Yeah.
One of your favorites, Key, Bobby Valentino.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's solely responsible for his sound as a solo artist, if you ask me.
Right.
You know
and the sound of a lot of other artists as well.
You talk about hits, Thong Song.
I know people that would kill for a thong song.
Come on.
I'm serious. Like something reoccurring like that.
Okay.
Like, come on.
Right.
The longevity that song got. Come on.
Right. Cisco's Thong Song.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So legendary songwriting, producing, hits. They go on. Grammy Award winning. Formerly from the dynamic duo, Tim and Bob.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we give to you Tim Kelley.
Let's go. There he is.
Yo, what it is, man? What's up?
Man, there he is.
Hey, yo, hey.
Oh my God.
This has been a long time in the making, right?
Oh
Uh-huh.
my God.
Too long.
Oh my God.
First of all, hold on. Let me go and show that right. That's what's really happening in the wall.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
The hardware.
Oh,
hardware,
Hardware,
baby.
is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There it is right there.
It's real, people.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
real.
This is real deal. Anybody you can think of is sitting on the wall, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
What's up, man, guys? How y'all doing?
oh
pretty
man.
good, man.
Blessed and
How about
highly
you?
favored to be on here with you.
Man, you know what? I feel the same way, man. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I feel the same way to be on here, man, to be talking to y'all, man. Man, it's really good, man. You know what's crazy, man? I don't know if y'all know, man. I had a stroke last year, man. So, like, man. At first I couldn't even, man. Let me tell you how good God is, man.
Come on, talk
At first, man, it was like when I had the stroke, I couldn't even talk, man. You know what I'm saying? I was so scared, man. I was talking to God. I was like, am I gonna be like this, man? And then it starts slowly coming, man, because I started doing like podcasts and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's what the nurse was. That's the first thing she said. She was like, you know what? If you want to get your speech back, I mean, you're just going to have to do a lot of talking. So I was like, you know what? What can I do, man? You know what I mean? To do a lot of talking. And I was like, podcasts. So, because, you know, they be like 2-3 hours, or, you know, some of them do. So I started doing something that was really, really long, man. And then all of a sudden, I wouldn't think it no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime somebody said something to me, it was like just bam, you know what I mean? And it just came back. But at first, man, I had, like, if y'all asked me something, I had to stop and think about it for a second. That's how foggy I was, man. Man. But God spared my life, man. Yes. And I'm back here, and I'm here with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shh, come on.
So, man. Hey, look, I'm just going to say this.
Well, God will bring you through, man.
God will bring you through, man. You gotta say it, man. Like, you know what I mean? As a man thinketh, so is he. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So you gotta always think, man, in bad situations, man, that God gonna bring you through, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, he got me through, man, and I'm here with y'all, man. That's all I can say. And I'm gonna let y'all know, ain't nothing off limits, man. If y'all want to ask me anything, I'm an open book, man. Y'all just ask me whatever y'all need to, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because I really want to get my story out there, man, and I want everybody to get it right. And it ain't no dogging nobody out, man. Y'all can even ask about Bob. He's still my brother. We ain't together, but he's still my brother. So, you know what I mean? It's all good.
For sure.
Yes, indeed.
So ain't nothing off limits, man. Whatever y'all want to ask me, man, it's on, man. You know what I mean? I just wanted to let y'all know that off the gate, man. Because, you know, a lot of people be like, dang, can we say something about Bob? Can we? Are y'all okay? I'm like, nah, man, everything good, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing bad to say, man. It's just like it just ran its course, man. You know what I'm saying? And we got older. And then, you know what I mean? I ain't produced with him in like 10 years. Wow. I ended up getting a label deal. I was running the label. I started doing like other albums, man. I got a gang of projects out, man, by myself, man. So you know, I just got used to just producing on my own now. You know what I mean? And you know what me and Bob did was really special, man. I mean, you know what I mean? That got me on the map. And then, you know, it got me to where I'm at right now, man. So, you know what I mean? We just taking it from here, man. You know what I mean?
Right. Come on.
My track is crazy right now, man. Like the next 5 artists finna get it, boy. Oh man.
Oh my God. Well, thanks for giving us the keys, man.
Oh man, you know what? Yo, I'm telling you, man, like the next artist I'm about to do, man, they're gonna get it, man, because I'm gonna tell you why, man. Another thing, like when I had the stroke, and when God brought me through, man, I think he was trying to be like, you know what, man, Tim, you got to go back to the beginning, man, and get hungry like you were, man. You know what I'm saying? So I start doing a gang of tracks, man, and start getting better and better, man. And before you know it, man, it's like my tracks was just right now. My tracks is undeniable, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as you hear like the first opening, you're like, what the heck? You're like, what the heck is this, man? This is about to turn into something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
My writing got better, man. I'm just an overall better producer, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your stuff already undeniable as it is. So for you to say that now, oh my God.
Right.
Oh, R&B. Hey, if y'all think R&B left and went somewhere, y'all are sadly mistaken, boy. Oh my God.
Man, it ain't.
The resurgence is real.
It ain't went nowhere, man. It's just like, you know, man, it's just like anything else, man. It's like it ain't went nowhere. It's just ain't as popular as it used to be because of a lot of producers that was dope. That was really, really dope. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to find a way to like bring this up, like recharge themselves, their batteries, and bring them back. Like Rodney Jerkins, Teddy, you know what I'm saying? Dallas, like all them, man. Like I talked to all them, man. They about to come back out, man. So I was like, you know what? It's gonna take an army of us, man, to bring it back. So it can be back to, so the playing field can be even, man. Like right now, it's all trap music, man. Like you listen to the radio, all trap music, all rap.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like real singers can't even get on the radio right now. It's crazy, man.
I
can't get the production to need it. Yep.
I miss modulations.
And that's where the Vibes and Convo playlist comes in.
You know what I'm saying, man? Beyonce is the only one that can get on the radio. That's it. She the only one. Think about it, man, for a second, man. She the only one you hear on the radio. That's it. And she doing country music now. So you like, okay, then who is it? You know, it's weird, man.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
But you know, man, we gonna get this right, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, man. Especially this year, man. Yeah. I think next year is the year, man. Like 2025 is the year, man. You know what I mean?
Y'all heard it here first, people. Y'all heard it here first.
It's the year of the resurgence, man. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Yes.
We about to take you down this journey. We about to go all the way through this journey right now.
Let's go. Let's go with it, man.
And let's start off with this. I'm gonna pass the microphone to my guy Kirk Quinn, who's right above me right here, and he gonna set this thing off.
So
let's set it off, baby. Let's go.
So Big Tim, let's
bro?
Let's do it like this.
Yes.
All right. As legendary as you happen to be, right? I'm sure there's someone living under a rock somewhere who does not know what they need to know, what they need to see, where they need to go. So we're going to start it off for the uninformed. I like to do something called who, what, when, and where. Your basic things. Who?
Okay.
Of course, we know who it is. It's you. It's Mr. Kelley in the building, Mr. Tim in here. But I want you to just from your mouth, you tell us. You give us whatever you want to give us. You give us your what. You can tell us your when. You know what I mean? And tell us where you are.
So we can start with when, man, because that's the key element, man. It's like I actually started playing instruments, man, since I was 5, man, from my dad's band. At my dad's band, they was from Chicago. So when I was 5, you know what I mean? Like bands was out, like Barcades, Earth, Wind and Fire, all in.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, my dad's band, man, they was like them. Like they had 2 guitar players, 2 bass players, 2 drummers, man.
Whole section.
They used to practice in another facility, and then when they got kicked out of there, they used to practice in our basement because we had a really big basement. You know what I mean? So when they was done practicing, I used to hurry up and run home and jump on the instruments, man. And then like my dad just like surprised me and come home because he was a barber too. So he had about he had like 3 jobs, man. So he was his own boss, man. Like he used to surprise me and just come downstairs and I'd be like, oh man, that's Dad right there. You know what I mean? So because he played the trumpet. So he used to come downstairs, man, and then he'd be like, hey man, I heard you playing the trumpet, man. He said, I heard you playing my trumpet. And he was like, how you learn how to play the trumpet, man? And I was like, hey, I said, just by ear, man. And he was like, I got to get you in school, man. You ain't going to be, he said, man, ain't no son of mine, man, ain't going to know how to play all these instruments because I started learning how to play the guitar, the bass, all this stuff. He was like, how you playing all these instruments and you don't even know what you're playing? He was like, I got to get you in school, man. You know what I mean? So I was 5 years old in school and I was the youngest one, and I was first chair everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I already knew how to play everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I just had to just know what key I was in. If I was in E flat, you know what I'm saying? A flat minor. So you know how I go, man, from C to C. It's like, let me think. C, C sharp, E, A flat, on and on and on. You know what I mean? So I just had to figure out the chromatic scale and then figure out you know, what instrument, man, like, you know, if the treble clef, if I had to leave it the same way up or turn it the other way. And so once I figured that, I learned how to play the flute, the clarinet, trombone, man, all kinds of crazy instruments, man.
Trombone shorty. Let's
go. Trombone.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, man? So I learned how to play all them instruments, and then I was like, man, but I was playing basketball let's skip up. So I was playing basketball when I was in like grade school to high school. I was like, I was really good in basketball. Like, matter of fact, I was like top 5 point guard in Illinois. And I ended up going to Illinois State, right? So one time when I came home, man, I was thinking, I was like, you know what, man? My dreams of playing in the NBA, man. I was like being real myself. I was like, let's be real, man. Like, my dreams of playing in the NBA is short to nothing, man. Like, what am I doing, man? I'm not going, because eventually I'm at the stop. What am I do?
How tall are you? How tall are you?
I'm 5'11". So it's like, it's only like about like what? It's only a handful of players that's 5'11" in the NBA.
Right.
Especially back then.
So that was my cutting point, man, was in college, man. You know what I'm saying? And the craziest thing is I was 6 and 7, man, in college. So it was some games I was playing, and then some games, man, I didn't even play. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, you know what? So I told my parents, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to do this no more, man. And I already had some stuff in the my mom had bought me some instruments, man. So I was already messing around, right, with this other dude. His name was Gerald. He taught me how to like track. You know what I mean? Taught me how to track and produce and all that stuff.
Shout out to Gerald.
Yeah. So then his name is Gerald Brooks, man. Shout out to him. What's up, Gerald?
Shout out Gerald Brooks, man. If you're out there.
So I was producing on my own, and then I met Bob's his sister. So she came downstairs, right? Because my aunt used to do her hair. So she was downstairs, man, right? So she's just downstairs, just chilling and watching me produce and all that. And then she was like, and then a horn, man, was like beep beep, and she was like, you know what? I got to go ahead and go, man. You know what I mean? I'll see you tomorrow. And I was like, okay. So I go outside, man, and it was Bob. You know what I mean? And Bob got out the car and was like, hey, man, I've seen you before, man. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, what up, man, dog? When he said that, man, we was joined by the hip ever since then, man. You know what I mean? He came and moved in with me, man, and he was with me, man, like from like, shoot, I don't know, from like, put it this way, man, I was picking him up from high school, man. That's how we got so cool.
Damn.
Like my mom, my dad, little move in, man. His mom and dad was cool with it, so he moved in with me, and I used to pick him up from high school when he was a senior, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's how cool we got because we knew we had something, man. So we was just together all the time. So he was playing in church, and I was, you know, secular. So we traded. So he started telling me about like commission and the whinings and all that stuff. And then I started telling him about Jam and Lewis and LA and Babyface, Gambling the Huff and all that. Yeah. And then we just went trade for trade, man. You know what I mean? I started showing them all them hidden records, man, that I knew.
Yeah.
So that's what happened, man. And that's how eventually we ended up in Detroit. And then it was a dude in Detroit was like, hey, man, y'all know Dallas Austin, man? And then I was like, yeah, because he was Hot 100 producer of the year that year when he told us, man. So, man, we went down to Atlanta on some ball-headed tires, dog. The tire, I'm talking about like all 4 tires, man. If we had hit a nail, all of them was out, man. You know what I mean? We didn't even care. We ain't even care, dog.
Jesus literally had the wheel.
Oh yeah, you know how they be like, Jesus take the wheel. Yo, it was Jesus take the tires on that one. But we made it down there, man, and you know what I mean. We slept in the car. Oh, and then we stayed with his name is Paul Hill. Shout out to Paul Hill. So we stayed with him for about like a week or 2 weeks, but then he went back, and then we was on our own. So we was just sleeping in the car, man, and right by the studio until Dallas to come out. And then Dallas came out one time, so he went up there and we was like, "Hey, Dallas, man, da da da." So then the bodyguards was like, "Hey, yo, get back." I was like, "Dang, how we gonna meet him, man?" You know what I mean? Yeah. So then one day his assistant came out. His name was Dave. Shout out to Dave. And then Dave was like, So Dave was like, man, back then he had just, man, he was a street dude. So he had just came off the streets, man. So he wasn't scared of nobody. So we came up to him. We was like, "Hey, man, you know what? We don't mean no harm. We just two little dudes from Chicago, man, just trying to make it, man." He was like, jump in the Jeep, man. So we go to the Jeep, and I guess they was having a party, man, because Dallas was built. He just built the studio. You know what I mean? So we showed that. So we showed Dave our records, man. He was like, "You know what, man? I'm gonna have y'all come in the party, man." So we go in the party, and then he was like, "You know what? Play them same records for me, man, because we don't like slow joints." So me and Bob was looking at each other. We was like, "They don't like slow joints up there? Like, that's crazy, man.
What kind of R&B people are y'all?"
Right. So we played all our up tempos, man, and then Dallas really liked them, and he took us in the room and he was like, "Hey, man, you know what, man? My boy, I don't know if y'all remember him. His name was Randy Rand that was signed to Jam Lewis."
Yeah.
So, yeah. So him and Dallas started producing, and he had a head-on collision, man, and then he died, man. They had to have a closed casket, man, because he got decapitated, man. It was crazy.
I never knew it happened to him.
Yeah, so Dallas was like, you know what, man? He was like, "Man, I'm really messed up, and I got all this stuff, man, because you know when Randy signed with me, man, I ended up getting all these projects, man. I don't even want to do." So he said, "Man, so we're gonna start y'all off with this, man." So he started. Our first hit record, man, was "Get It Up" from TLC. That was our first one, man.
Wow.
And then so we did that. We did that first. And then we did let me see if I can go back. Then we did Thin Line Between Love and Hate. That's when we met Dalvin. And that song was for Usher, actually, man.
Because, really?
Yeah, we met Usher, man. Usher was only 12 years old when he did that record, man. So we did that on Dalvin. We just saved him on just waiting. So, you know, when Dallas was kicking in with Tion, we showed Dalvin the record, and he was like, "Hey, yo, man, I want that record, man." And then we got that. So we did the record, and then we was working on Johnny Gill at the same time. So Johnny Gill did some ad libs on there, and then all of a sudden Thin Line Between Love and Hate, that soundtrack, it was on I think Warner Brothers, if I can remember.
Yep, sure was.
Yep. So that was our second one we did. That did good. Sandra St. Victor, I don't know if y'all remember her. We did her. She used to be in the Brand New Heavies, one of the groups, man. We did her. And then after that, let me see, it was a couple other ones after that. And then our biggest one is when because what happened was we was doing so many songs, our deal was done with Dallas. And he was like, "Hey, y'all want to resign?" We was like, "Oh, we did 112, they first album." Because we had met Puff, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna get into that too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
remarkable work.
So we met Puff, and then you know we helped him build Bad Boy, man. Like we touched everybody on Bad Boy.
Yeah.
So we ended up doing 112.
Yeah.
And then that got us out the deal. So Dallas was like, "Do y'all want to sign?" We was like, "No, you know, to be honest, man, we want the stuff that you got, man. We want we want a studio, we want a publishing deal, we want this, we want that." He's like, "Man, y'all ain't ready yet, man. Y'all need to sign with me, man." You know what I mean? So what happened then, that's when we did They Don't Know, and it just blew up, man. That was the first record we did when we got away from Dallas and then went number one.
Wow.
And then we didn't look back, man. So we did They Don't Know, Take Care of Home, So Into You, Thong Song. Like we had like 5-6 joints on the chart, man. It was crazy. God was blessing, man. I'm telling you, man.
Do you know? I'm just going to interject real quick. You guys are the reason.
Come on.
That a lot of people write. You guys are the reason that a lot of people marriages were saved. You gave young cats like us game on how to talk to women. You feel me? Like
yeah,
like the impact
yeah.
of y'all legacy is so crazy. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people. The reason why they do music is because of what you were able to show people. So I want to just tip my freaking hat, man.
Yes,
I'm excited.
Hold on.
But I tip my hat to you,
Go
brother.
somewhere? Oh, there you go.
Amazing.
There you go. Thanks, man. You know what? I really appreciate you saying that, man. I mean, it mean a lot because it's like I really, really honed on my craft, man. You know what the craziest thing is me and Bob ended up, man, being able to write better for girls, man. It was I don't know how that happened, man. It was like weird, man. It was like
the Neo
because I think I know what it is because women are able to really express themselves more.
Yeah.
And they don't seem like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, they're less of a person, man. With a man, if a man say he's sorry or if he want to cry or whatever, then he seems like a punk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a woman, man, if she cry and if she express herself, she just being a woman. You know what I mean? So that's how we learn how to. That's how I learned how to write better, man. Because it's like I really had a lot of things to say. Right. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I'll just learn from the best, like from Gamble and Huff and Jam and Lewis and LA and Babyface, and I just stirred them all in the pot. You know what I'm saying? And I just ended up like, telling Bob, like, man, I don't know why, man, but like I think we write better for women, man. We need to find some artists, some women artists. I think, man, we're gonna get some bigger hit records, man. But then we did Thong Song. That was our biggest record, man. You know what I mean? I think that's still one of the biggest records in Def Jam's history, man.
Wow. Oh yeah.
I think that single sold like I think we was 2 weeks away from Thriller, believe it or not, man. What? Thriller was 35 weeks number one in 30 different countries. Yep. We was 32 weeks, man, number one in 30 countries.
Wow.
So we almost got Thriller. Yep. And I was just playing around, man. You know what I mean? I just had some Wes Montgomery samples. So I was just messing around. And then it was the Eleanor Rigby. So they was going to take 100% of that. And then we just ended up putting like some strings on it. And then I redid the bass, and then I made it modulate on the end, and then there it was. That's it. Yeah, that's the song right there. Man. Yeah, man.
Come on.
That was our biggest one, man. Yeah,
wow,
I gotta say it.
Yeah, man.
Real big. And then y'all heard of a rock group? Y'all heard of a rock group called Papa Roach?
Yeah.
We started doing rock stuff too.
Yeah,
man.
Papa Roach dope.
Where's Papa Roach from, bro? Are they
like
San Diego?
Are y'all there?
Nah. Yeah, we here.
Yeah, we here.
Hold on, one out. Oh, there y'all go. Okay, there y'all go. Okay, so we did Papa Roach. We did Alien Ant Farm.
Oh, snap.
We did let me see what else. Nelly Furtado, Fly Like a Bird.
Okay.
What?
You know what I mean? We did a gang of records, man. Oh. You know what I mean? And it was from where we from is because we were from Chicago, so like it was more rock stations than R&B stations. That's how we knew how to do rock music, man. You know what I mean? So they was like, perfect. How y'all know how to do rock music? We was like, first of all, I know how to play guitar. So all you got to do is just put some fuzz on it, man, and turn it up real loud.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then pull back on the drums, and there you go. You got a rock song. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Come on.
Crazy.
A little distortion.
Damn, there you go, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
Right.
So much game.
Learn a few scales, man, and there you go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then there we go, man. We just know how to do rock music and pop music and all that. So that's how our career, man. You know what I mean? That's how it went, man. You know what I mean? In a nutshell, man.
Come on.
What a freaking nutshell! What a nutshell!
Look! That win segment.
I know, right?
That's a long win. Man. You know what I mean?
That's all good though.
It's a long win.
It's all good.
That's a long wear, rather. Right. Win and wear. You know what? That was a win and wear right there. You know what I mean? Because you know, man, it was where we came from, and and what we did in our career, man. So you know what I mean?
Come on. Well, we got some questions of our own we want to ask.
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot right now.
Yes,
sir.
This
first question.
Okay.
This is coming from me, Sequel 2297, man.
Okay.
Who is your most favorite artist to work with, and why, or type of artist to work with?
Let me see, man. Oh, because that's a good one because we worked on so many artists. It's unbelievable. I will say this, man. You know what? It might be an artist that didn't come out, man. Y'all remember, man? Let me see. What's her name, man? From Cut Close. Athena Cage.
Okay.
Athena Cage. Y'all remember her?
Yes.
Yep.
Yo, we did a whole album on her. We got her signed.
We got her signed
to her. We got her signed to our deal we had on Capitol, and the album that we did a whole album. Yeah. I mean, we finally captured like Janet, man.
Yeah.
Because her voice just sounded like Janet, but she was just like unbelievable, man.
Right.
Yeah. She was unbelievable,
and she had a single out.
But I'm telling you, man, that single, man, didn't do it justice, man. What we did
at all.
Man. If I send y'all her album, man, right now to this day, it can come out right now. That's how crazy it is, man.
And we have conversations to this day about her, like forgotten artists that didn't get they due. They didn't get they due. And she's one of those. Like Keith knew what he was doing when he found her.
Special tone.
Yeah, you know what, man? I'm telling you, man. Keith was pulling her back, man, because man, I did not know she was gonna be that talented, man. Right. She got in the booth, man, and started doing everything, and then we started giving her weird because we be giving weird notes, man. We don't be giving you like I don't know if you remember our harmonies back then. They was really intricate, man. But we used to give her 7ths and 9ths and 11ths and all that stuff, and she just caught on real quick, man. You know what I mean?
She got the 9ths in there.
It was a church
9ths in there.
You know what that was from? It was from the chord chords and working with Boyz and Men because they could do anything you ask them to do.
Yes, they can.
You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, hey man, do this chord, do this harmony patch right here. They'd be like, okay, I got you, man. And then they do it in like 5 minutes and it's done. You know what I mean? It was crazy.
Out of control.
Yep. Them boys are dumb. So I would say, far as men, it would be Boyz and Men. Okay, and then far as girls, it would be Athena Cage, man.
Ooh. I heard that.
Athena was unbelievable, man.
Oh my God.
Man.
Oh my God.
I still go back and think about that, man. It be giving me nightmares, man. I'll be waking up like, Athena, what happened? You know what I'm saying?
Athena, what happened?
Because I already know that I was gonna do what it was gonna do, man. But it just never got the light of day, man. You know what I mean? It was just one of them things, and it didn't work out.
I feel you, man. Hey, shout out to Athena Cage, man.
Come on.
You are.
Cut Close. Shout out to Cut Close.
And we giving you your flowers right now, man. You definitely one of them ones.
Yeah.
Hold on, say it again, man. It went out for a second, but say it again.
No, I'm just giving Athena Cage her flowers or whatever, showing love or whatever. Like, hopefully she sees this or whatever, she can get her.
Yeah.
Like,
man.
definitely, because we definitely recognize her over here. We do,
for sure.
Yeah, we giving flowers. We got to give flowers where flowers is due, man. It's like that's the problem. That's the problem with people too these days, man. They don't like to give it up, man. You know what I mean? It's like it is what it is, man. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't. God made it the way that is, man. It's like I didn't give her talent, man. God gave her the talent, man.
That's right.
I just took it and souffled it a little bit, but you know, at the end of the day, man, I was from God, man. You got to give it up, man.
And like that's why we doing what we do, man. We trying to give giving it up for y'all, man. Fill in the blank.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. It's about giving it up, man. You know what I mean? If it's there, it's there, man. You know what I mean?
Talking about recording sessions.
You just got to tell somebody they got to work on their talent, man. That's all that is, man. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You almost there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You almost there, but not quite. You'll get there. You know what I mean? Just keep on working.
Right.
Just keep on working, man. But one thing I never did, man, I never told somebody they was whack. I just was like, you almost there, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you got to give it up to people that even want to try this, man, because it's so hard to make it. Because especially right now, everybody with a computer is a producer.
That's true.
Or they think they are, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And producing is a whole bunch more than just doing a beat, man. I'm telling you.
Yes,
the beat is only one element, man, to producing, man.
Yeah.
The whole other thing, man. A lot of people don't realize that.
And there are different types of producers as well. Like,
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you got producers, man, that can't play, that can't nothing, but they can orchestrate.
Yeah.
And then you got producers that do the whole thing. And you got producers like myself that can produce and write. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
total
I don't know.
package.
It's a whole bunch of them, man. It all depends on what type of producer you are.
Definitely.
I mean, all depends,
what you call it,
man.
Kurt? You called it a total package. Total
yeah,
package.
the total package. They come to you like, you better come get this song. Better come get this hit.
You come to me, man. You're gonna get suited and booted, man. You know what I mean? It's like the suit gonna be tailor made for you, man. You're gonna get the suits, you're gonna get the shoes, you're gonna get, you know what I mean, the tie and everything, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
You walking out the door suited and booted, man.
Yeah.
For real.
One thing I can't credit you for or whatever, you're definitely one of those pillars that hold the golden age of R&B like in the chokehold, bro. Like there's not too many producers out there that can capture that feel and that sound consistently every time. Y'all are definitely one of those guys that are responsible for that, and I think.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Come on.
You know what, man? 600 million records, man. We better be good, man. That's how much we just sold. We just sold over 600. So I don't even know where the number is. I just know it's over 600 million, but I don't know an exact number.
You gonna have to flash that wall again, talking that talk. You gonna have to flash that wall one more time.
Let us go 600 million records look like y'all.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people might think that, like, nah.
Yeah, buddy.
Look, put it this way: these two alone, man, is probably like.
That's
50
like half.
to 60 million right there. Let me see, that Boyz II Men album is 30 million worldwide. And that TLC is maybe 20 or 30 worldwide. And then I took my wife, she took it off because every time she was going out the door, she took it down. But I got a Madonna plaque, the Bedtime Stories album. That was another 10 million. And then on Michael Jackson over there, that album right there, the History album, that's like 30 or 40 million right there. That one over there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that one over there, man, I don't know. It's so many. You know what? I got a lot of albums I don't even got, man. I need to up my plaque game. I ain't gonna even, you know what I mean? There's so many of them, man. I forgot. Because you know what it is, man? I'm on albums that, you know what I mean, that end up selling like 1 million or 2 million a year. So they be calling them catalog albums, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta change your plaques, man, every year, man, or you're gonna be like kind of left behind. I don't do that, man. You know what I mean? But I need to do it though. I ain't gonna even lie, man. I need to get on my plaque game.
I can't comprehend, bro. I can't comprehend right now. It's just too much.
What a conversation! I need to get a lot.
He's talking about plaque game and stuff I can only dream about. Sound like problems. It sounds like great problems to have,
right? It really did.
I just can't relate right now. Oh my God!
Come on, man.
Oh my God!
But
all right, man. All right. Next question we got for you, man.
Okay, man. Let's rock. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Because we just speaking about recording and sessions and all that good stuff. So I thought this would be a good one. What does it take to have a good recording session for Tim Kelley? What's the recipe? Like, what's the recipe? You know?
Yeah, break that down.
That's a really good question, man. Okay, you know what? I'll say it in two parts. Okay. So one, it really ain't a special way of having, you know what I mean, a good session. But I will say this, man, is the first thing is you got to put your eagle on the door and you got to make the artist feel comfortable, man, because when they feel comfortable, they come in knowing that, all right, we're here to get a hit record, man. So if I go flat or I go sharp, it's okay, man. He'll get me right. But I got to open myself up and I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you put the eagles on the door and you make them feel as comfortable as possible, man, because they can relax. They can relax knowing that, you know, I ain't going to laugh at them if it's flat or sharp. Because everybody go flat or sharp, man. The best of singers do that.
Indeed.
Yes, you know what I mean?
Yes, they do.
The best of singers, man, ain't nobody perfect, man. So you going to go flat or you going to go sharp, man. That's just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
Unless you Joe, you know what I mean? Like, man,
ain't too many one-take Jakes, man.
No.
Man, I forgot to mention him, man. Joe is unbelievable.
Another one of my idols.
He another one of y'all. He do everything type guys.
Joe is man.
From that
Joe
first album on.
Yeah, man. I worked on about. after that album, man, I worked on every album, man, except for like the last 2 albums he did.
Okay.
But all the rest of them, man, I work with him, man. And we ended up getting really, really cool, man. Yeah. And he start understanding, like, you know what? All them ad libs you doing, man, they ain't gonna sell no records, man. Because nobody, at the end of the day, nobody care about that. I'm like, man, when you do your ad libs, do them off the hook, man. You know what I mean? Don't do it in between, man, because it's like it's too much, man. We ain't in church, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
it's like save that, man, for the stage or something like that when you go on stage. Yeah. When you do your ad libs, do them off the hook.
Message. Come on.
Yeah. That's what you can hear him transition from that off that first album, off his later project.
First album, man.
You can hear him do every ad lib. That first album, he was singing for his life.
And then after that, he stopped, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because he started wanting to sell some records, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he start figuring out, and we was having long talks, man. And I was like, Joe, you one of the baddest dudes in the world, man. Like, we all know that, man. But you know what? Boys, just like Boyz II Men, they had to figure out them hard lessons, man. Like, all them ad libs is not going to sell a lot of records. Like, think about it. Between that's the difference between Jodeci and Boyz II Men. It's like they know where and when they should do the ad libs. That's right. Jodeci just did them anywhere. Yep. Even though they sold a lot of records, they could have sold more, man.
You're right.
They really could have, man. You think like Jodeci, they really could have sold more records to me, man.
What is it about? You know what I mean? What is it about the extra ad libs? You know,
I don't know. I think people be feeling like, man, like they gotta show you that they can sing, man. You know what I mean? It's like people do seriously, man. Honestly, man, people do not care about that. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, man. You know, perfect example, man. Let's say this right now. Britney Spears, man, can't do all that, man. But look how many records she sold.
I feel
look how many records she sold. Janet Jackson, man, she can't sing like Boyz II Men and Jodeci and all that. But look how many records she sold, man. She sold over 100 million records, man.
Is it relatability when people can't sing with you, or when you not dumb down, but when you take some of the, is that the case where people can feel more connected to the record?
Well, I think, man, that's kind of a good question. That's really a good question you're saying, but it's like, at the end of the day, man, you want to be able to, like, when little kids can hum to the records, man. You know what I mean? Like, if my daughter don't come to me and be like, Daddy, I love when you did, you know, man, and then she humming to it, I'm like, okay, man, let me figure out why she liked that record. And you know what the reason is? It's because, man, she can hear the melody. When you sing it, when you singing all over the melodies and all that, man, you defeating the purpose, man, because it's like, while you doing the record, man, you want the record to be sing along, man.
I feel what you say.
Yeah.
Say that for the show. Say that for the show.
Exactly.
That's
what it is.
Yep.
Man. Like, man, if you want to show people, man, how good you can sing, save that for the stage.
There you go.
But when you record, man, we trying to make a hit record, man. We trying to get it on the radio, man.
Yeah.
Because the live stage, the ears work different for the live stage, huh?
Right, exactly. Right. And that's what it is, man. Think about it, man. Like, Cry For You, that's one of the baddest records I ever heard, man. But when you hear I'll Make Love To You, I'll Make Love To You is not better than Cry For You, but it set records like Elvis Presley records and all that. Because when you think about it, man, I'll Make Love To You like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight. It's like they ain't really singing, doing like over singing until like they doing ad libs towards the end after you get the melody.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So I learned that from Babyface, man, because I remember, man, LA and Babyface, man, they used to always, man, have us come up to LaFace, right? And we used to play our records, man. And LA be talking to Clive, right? So he'd be like, yeah, man, so we working da. Hold on for a second. Hey, y'all, hey, Tim and Bob, that's not a hit, man. Go to the next one. Yeah, man, so da. And then he'd be like, nah, man. And then he'd be like, nah, y'all doing too many chords, man. Y'all got them singing too much. Yeah, man, so anyway, da.
Whoa!
So I'll be like, man, what is he talking about, man? Ain't that the whole object? I'll be like, Ain't that the whole object, man? You gotta make them sing their face off. But it's like, no, you don't, man.
Hey, what
it
the
ain't
king
about
of
all that.
simplicity says goes.
Exactly, man. So once we figured that out, man, that's when we did They Don't Know. And They Don't Know we're number one.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is real. It has a pocket to it. It
Yeah.
definitely has a pocket to it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that makes perfect sense too. It does.
God.
Oh my God.
Like we like to talk R&B nerd talk here, and we you definitely, yeah.
Hey, well, you know what, man? Hey, when you do music, man, you have to be a nerd, man. You have to be a nerd. You know what? You got to be part of a nerd. You got to be part nerd to be doing this anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the reason why is because you behind the scenes, man. Like, what job would you want to do and be behind the scenes and let somebody else get the shine, and you get the shine? They might say your name and they might not, but you got to have a different type of personality to be like, I don't even care if they don't even say my name, man. You know what I mean? The people that need to know, no. You know what I mean? So if the artist don't say my name in front of the kids and all that stuff, it's okay. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? You got to be a nerd at this stuff, man. You got to be like, I don't really care, man. It's all about the music, man.
Exactly.
It's about the record, man. It ain't about, I'm work for hire, man. So like, say if y'all was, if one of y'all was artists, man.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all be like, dang, I want to grab Tim, man. You know what I mean? To produce a couple songs or half my album.
Yeah, talk about
you know what I'm saying?
How would that go?
I'm work for hire, man. Meaning like, man, I'm like a doctor, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's like y'all call me up and say y'all want this and y'all want that and y'all want this and y'all want that. I'll come in and do it, and then that's it. And then I'll leave.
Do tell.
And then I gotta promise that I gotta get on my hands and knees that y'all gonna call me on the next album.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm work for hire. I don't work for nobody. I work for myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? So so when you work for hire, when you work for yourself, you know what I mean? You gotta pray that the artist, man, gonna call you again. They're gonna have a good time working with you.
Yep.
So good that they want to call you back. And they know that the record went number one because of you. You know what I mean? Because you did what you did, and then you just hope and pray that they come back to you. You know what I mean?
That part.
And if they don't, you got to have a good, tough, thick skin to be like, oh well, let me go to the next one, man. It's what it is. You know what I mean? Go to some more, man. You know what I mean? Because you got a number one record out the deal at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So you just gotta hope somebody else heard it, and they want to hire you, and then you start the whole process over again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, exactly, man. So that's how this works, man. You know what I mean? You work as a producer, man. You work for hire unless you actually work with a production company or something like that. You work for hire.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And then if you have a manager, man, they work for you. So your manager works for you, and you work for hire for the artist. You know what I'm saying?
You up?
I think I heard that somewhere before too.
That's how this is, man. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Too many. I want to say too many jewels, but it's never enough.
No, it's never enough.
It ain't. You know what? It ain't ever enough. You know what, man? Man, I hate that Quincy passed away, man, because I remember when I did you know what? I did his last song, his last big song for him on Quest, man, was So Into You. And he used to come over to the studio, right? And I remember, man, one of the last times I met him, man, he said this, man. He was like, you know what, man, you're gonna be big one day, you know? Because I was the last one in there. It was like about 3 a.m. and he just walked in there, right? So I was there mixing and messing with the track and adding some stuff to it, right? So he was like, you know what? One day you're going to be big, man. He was like, you know why? And I was like, why? He was like, because you care too much, man. You can't never care too much, man. Think about it, man. You can't never care too much about your kid.
That's right. So
you can't never love your wife too much. It ain't no such thing. So that's what. So when he said that, man, I was like, what do you mean by that, man? So that really had me puzzled, man. I was trying to go to bed that night, man, thinking about what he said, because I know how legendary he is. So I was hanging on to every word he said, man. So he was like, "Hey, man, I don't even know how to drive, man. My driver's down there, man. I'll see you tomorrow, man." So he just walked down. He just walked down the alley, jumped in the limo, and was gone after he said it, man. Because we was outside, man.
Yeah.
So he was like, "You're gonna be really big, man." He was like, "Cause you care too much, man." He said, "When you care too much, man, that's when you're gonna get big." And I was like, I ain't even get the chance to ask him what do he mean by that. But then I ended up figuring that out, and I told him back one day. So then, man, we start talking every day, man. I think he started mentoring me from that day on. Like I can always call him. We lost contact towards the end when he got a little older, but you know what I mean? Yeah, but
understandable.
I think you might have answered the next question already. Before the audience out there, the question I had was, musically, what is your North Star? Like, what's the guiding thing that when I hit that mark, I got it? And I think you might have just said it, caring too much. I think you actually might have just said it. But
that's dope.
Yeah. And you know what, man? That's what I live by. When he said that, I live by that ever since then, man. I was like, caring too much, man. I was like, wow, man. That means, man, when it come down to the mix, when it come down to the writing, when it come down to the track, man, I mean, ain't nothing gonna be perfect, but you striving for excellence. You striving for perfection, though.
Yeah.
That's when you care too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you care too much, man, you striving for the record to be the best it can be, man. Like, even if you write the lyrics and you be like, dang, I think I could say something better than that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But usually, man, the first time you do it, man, be the first. One thing about me, I don't overthink, man. I don't overthink, man. So it's like, if I wrote it, it came from the heart and it came from God. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like your first intuition end up being the first one, because what I do is, like, if I ended up changing it, I end up going back to the first thing I did. You know what I mean? And even when I'm producing the vocals, like, say if I have the artist do the vocals like 15 times, I end up going to the first one. Because you know why? What I do is like, all right, I even tell them, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a vocal that until I like it. And when I like it, I want you to beat it. So I have them do it like about 10 times or something like that, right? Until I can get the right vocal. So then once I know I got the right one, I'll be like, okay, you know what? This is going to be the one right here. Now beat this. You know what I'm saying? And then they usually do it like 10 more times. And I go back to that one, man, that I like. It's crazy, man. It's tripped out, man. Your first intuition always be the best one, man. You know what I mean? It's
weird. Yeah. Let the spirit lead you.
Exactly, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what? That's a mouthful what you're saying right there, dog, because that's really what this is, man. When you're a producer, man, that's what this is, man. You got to let God. You know what? And then he said another thing to me, too, man. He was like, you know what, man? Don't never finish the track. He was like, do the track about 80 to 90%, and then leave it alone, man.
Yeah.
Like, and then I said, why? He was like, cause you gotta let God walk in the room and finish it, man. And I was like,
whoa,
wow, man.
Yeah.
I was like, that is something
powerful.
That is something to really live by, man.
It is.
Do it to about like 80%, and then let God come in and do his thing, man. Let God come in and bless it, man.
Man.
Because you know what they always say, man. When there's two or more gathered in his name, talking in his name, there he is in the midst, man. So if you sitting there having a conversation, man, and you bring up God, he gonna come in the room. He gonna come in there, man, and he gonna bless your track. And that might be the reason why I went number one, because it's like you didn't finish it, man. You let him come in there, and then the next day you came in, or the night you came in, and then you put a little more sprinkles in there, here and there. Yeah. And then you mixed it and put it out and mastered it and gave it to the ending. You know what I mean?
Oh,
the way it worked, man. It's crazy.
And now that song resonates even deeper now, knowing that story behind it, man. They don't know about this. They really don't.
They don't
know.
Wow.
They don't know
about this here,
They
man.
just said it though.
How poetic.
They don't know nothing about this here, man. They just doing records and they ain't even thinking, man. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Let God finish your records, man. You know what I mean? Leave that 10% to God, man. You know what I mean? That's all he asking for, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
That though, man. You know,
just leave
message
it.
received.
You got to put him in everything you do.
And you know what? I'm not trying to get exactly because I'm not trying to get all like biblical or spiritual on there, but I'm a spiritual dude, man. You know what I mean? And I really believe in God, man. You know what I mean? And nobody's perfect at the end of the day. But at the same time, man, you know what I mean? Whatever you doing, man, you want to always have him in the loop, man. Because when he touch it, you ain't even got to even worry about it, man. Look, you ain't got to worry about like, dang, did I do my best, man? Did I do my best work? You know what I mean? You ain't got all them questions that you be thinking about. They automatically get erased, man. You ain't even got to worry about that no more.
Creativity is a spiritual thing. There's not too many things that you could do where you could literally tap into. When we making music, when music is being created, you literally pulling something from nothing and put it into the atmosphere. So I think about it as a spiritual thing. So
it is
right there.
It is, and it really is. It's really spiritual, man. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's like there's a lot of questions you ask yourself, man, while you produce it. You like, do I got the because I mix everything I do too, because I'm an engineer. So you be like, dang, is the vocal up too loud? Is a snare, man. I'm telling you gotta be a multitasker, man, when it comes to this, man. Because you be thinking about so many. Is the kick too loud? Is the snare too loud? Is the hi-hat too loud? Is the vocal too loud? How about the backgrounds? Is the backgrounds, can they hear these notes? Man, you be asking yourself 1,000 questions, man. But then when you go ahead, man, and let God come in and do his thing, man, you don't even worry about no more. You just give it to him. You be like, all right, I'm gonna give it to you, God. I'm gonna leave it alone, man, because it's driving me crazy, man, about like all this stuff. Especially when you're a producer, mixer, writer, everything, man. You be asking yourself, did I say the right thing? Is it up loud enough? Do I got them in the right tone? Do they need to be singing louder? It's like
that's science.
It's like you be asking yourself a million questions, man. But man, but again, man, once you involve God, you ain't even got to worry about all that stuff, man. You just be like, come on, dude. You know what, man? Let me just leave that alone, man. It is what it is, man. He got it. You know what I mean? He got it. He started it anyway, man. So I'm just gonna leave it alone, man. He the one started the idea. So
I love that. I love that. That's incredible.
I love everything about that.
Yeah, man. So that's the way I do it, man. You know what I mean? I do all my songs like that, man.
Oh,
man. And you know what, man? I mean, God bless, man. You know what I mean? That's how my career been so fruitful and all that stuff, man. I got to thank God for it, man. He just been there for me, man. You know what I mean?
Okay, definitely.
Because you know what? I mean, I don't believe in jinxing yourself, man. I believe in telling it is what it is. It's like I haven't struck out too much, man, because of that, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like everything I've done something. It got you on the map some kind of way. Some kind of way you got on the map.
Yeah.
It either was getting you to the map. You know what I mean? Getting you to the ascension, or it got you there. It's one or the other, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good and bad.
Every time I worked on somebody. You know what I mean? So
I hear you.
Yeah, that's the way it worked, man.
Hell yeah.
That's how I got to so many records, man.
Sold,
man.
Well,
and then you know what, man? Hold on, I'm sorry, man.
That's all
to this, man. A lot of kids be like, "How'd you sell, man, 600 million records, man?" I was like, you know why, man? I was like, man, you know what? That's by default, because I mean, it is and it ain't. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it is default a little bit, is because when you did a song, when you did the single, or whoever did the single on the album, if you like if you like the song, you had to go physically buy the copy, because it wasn't no internet back then.
Sure. Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Now you can go on iTunes, man. You can listen to a song for almost a minute, man. You can be like 1, 2, 3, and you can listen to that's what messed everything up, is because you can listen to 5, 6, track 7, track 10, and you can buy only like 3 songs out of 12. You know what I'm saying? But back then, you had to buy the whole album.
Not the whole body. Yep.
Right.
And you had to find a way, man. At least
and that whole body was being sold.
That's why I say by default, you know what I mean, I sold them every record. But then again, you know what I mean, I didn't because, you know, if you wasn't good enough, you weren't gonna get on the record anyway.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So you can look at it, man, 2 different ways, man. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Hear you. All right,
so
sir.
That's what I'll be telling them, man. But go ahead, man. What was you about to say, man?
All right, the next question was, speaking of all the records and stuff, man, what producers would you say influenced the Tim and Bob sound per se? Like was there any production crews or any producers particular I kind of like, hey, I love what they're doing. Like I kind of want to learn from them. I want to pull from them. Like,
you know what? I gotta say, man, there's 2 sets of producers that started me off. Well, maybe 3. Maybe 3 or 4. Gamble and Huff.
Of course.
Ellie and Babyface.
Yes, sir.
Jam and Lewis.
Of course.
So and then Denzel Foster and McElroy. So it was them. So I always wanted to be with a person to bounce some ideas off of, because that's how when I was looking on the back of the albums, I was like, they writing them and doing all the instruments, man.
Yep.
So I was like, maybe, man, I need another person, man, so I could bounce my ideas off of. So that's what I thought it was, man. And that's how, you know, me and Bob did it, man. It's like he would write something, and then when he would write something, man, it would get me to want to write better or just as good as what he did. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we was challenging each other without challenging each other. You know what I mean?
Still sharp.
You know what I'm saying? Because we was together. So he would call me up and be like, "Hey Tim, man, check this out, man. What you think, man?" And then he would play a song, and I'd be like, "Man, what the heck was you thinking about, dog?" You know what I mean? And then he would leave just a little bit for me, and I'll be like, "What I'm gonna say off that, man? You go ahead and finish." He'd be like, "No, man, go ahead and finish it, man." So he would leave. So he would leave a little piece for me to go ahead and finish, man. But man, I'm telling you, man, he didn't do that much. But when he did it, he would have the whole song, and I would have to put a track to the song. Man, it was crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But when it came to, I'm gonna tell you, man, Bob is a phenomenal songwriter, man. I'm telling you, man, when he do that, when he do almost the whole record, man, he'll have you crying, man. You be in the happiest mood. It's crazy, man, because you'll be in the happiest mood ever, man. But then when you hear it, man, it be so crazy, man, to make you want to cry, man. You be like, man, why'd you do that, man? Why'd you come up there? You be like wiping your eyes, man, crying, man. That's a phenomenal cat, man. I got to give it up to him, man. You know what I mean? And he off doing this thing, man. I wish him well, man. You know what I mean? I hope he still got that effect, man, because I'm telling you, man, he did have that thing, man, that when he do the whole thing, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it was because of me. Or I don't know, man, but man, he would come up with stuff, and I'd be like, you know, because I loved him as a brother, man. So I always wanted to see him succeed. So when he would call me and show me that, or he'd show me something at the studio, I'd be like, where was your mind at when you came on with that, man? Golly, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Bob, I'm gonna tell you another thing too, man. It's like that's what made me and him work, is because he used to always sing about rainbows, stars, and skills and all that stuff. And then
he had the colorful pen.
Yeah, and then I was always the one that had to bring it back into the middle and kind of make it hard for guys to like your song and girls like your song. You know what I mean? But his stuff was always like happy all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he always make you feel happy, man. And I was like, you know what, man? I was like, that's dope, man. That's really dope. But in reality, man, let's keep it real, man. It's like, you know, life ain't always happy, man. Like there's some sad times too. There's sad times, happy times. Sometimes you're gonna be happy, sometimes you're gonna be sad, sometimes you're gonna be going through some stuff. Sometimes you need records, man, to help you get through, man. And just like gospel records, man. R&B is the same thing. It's like if you have a fight with your wife, you got to know what to say to get out of it, man. You know what I mean? To be like the same, man. Like what we did on Dave Hollister.
Oh man.
Plain out simple, man. I wrote a song that I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's like whatever I said to offend you, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, man. At the end of the day, we human, man. I'm sorry that I said that. I didn't mean to do. I didn't mean to say that, man. You know what I mean?
We come too far,
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It's like when you've been with your girl for a long time. It's like we came too far, man, to be a statistic, man. To like break up, man. Because then now we're gonna break up, and I got to start over and trust somebody again.
I know.
Trust somebody.
I gotta learn a whole new social.
All that, yeah, man. It's like I'm too old for all that, man. You know, man. We used to be like that when we was younger, man. But like now, I'm like, man, nah, man. I want to be just. It ain't nothing better than just being with one girl you love, and telling her that you love her and you appreciate her, man. You know what I mean? It's like lyrics come to me, man, because. You know, when you in love, man, and you in love with one person, lyrics, you'd be surprised how lyrics come to you, man. But when you out there playing the field and ain't thinking about none of that, man, you know what I mean? It's hard. You gotta think about somebody else's relationship that they them like your mom and dad or your grandfather or something like that have been together for a long time, and you gotta talk about what they've been through. Instead of you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not personal enough, man. Because and you know what? The listener can feel that because they'll be like, you know what, man, that sounds like a story, too storybooky, man. Like you got it from a book, and, and you just writing from a book. It ain't It don't sound like it's coming from the heart, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And we do that too. We can tell too.
Exactly,
all the time,
man.
We pick
people
stuff apart. We listen for that.
Yeah,
we do. So
people can tell when it comes from the heart, man. And then when you can make them sing it from the heart, like Case when we did "Missing You" on the end when he said I can't sing no more. He really couldn't sing. He really couldn't sing, man. His voice went out after that.
Going
man.
out.
Matter of fact, I'm about to work with him again, man. Next month, at the beginning. The first week in what would that be? December. I'm gonna do his whole album, man. Probably. Man. I cannot wait, man, because man, I'm telling you, man, he finna get it, man, because of what I done been through, man. It's like the hungriness, man. Y'all gonna hear it, man. I'm telling you,
man.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Case, I love Conversate so much.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know who that was for at first, man? It was for old boy, man, from
for jazz, Drew Hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you can hear him in the background. Yeah, in the background.
Exactly, man. So he did the record at first, man, and then man,
but that's probably supposed to be on that solo album that never came out.
Exactly, man. So what happened, man, is Case walked in when we was actually doing a session with him, right? Because they both was on Def Jam. Yeah. So when he walked out, man, Case was like, "Hey, man, you know what, man?" He was like, he ain't even got a single out right now, but I already got Missing You out right now, and not your girl and all that, man. He was like, "Man, why don't y'all do that on me, man?" And we was like, we started thinking about it for a minute, man. We was like, he gave me a day, man, and I was like, you know what, man, it's yours, man. Let's go ahead and start on that. And then that's how we ended up doing it, man. You know what I mean?
Wow. Gems.
Yeah.
Gems.
Yeah, but that was for jazz, man.
Can love each other.
Exactly.
Look, speaking of that, we got some nerd questions to ask you.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go with it.
This is where we're gonna get real nerdy.
Hey, man, you know what? All three of us nerds, man. So let's go with it.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Probably.
Let's go with it. even though you know what, even though I look like I'm cool, man, I'm kind of nerdy too, man. So you know what I mean? Like,
let's go.
It's all good.
Let's go.
Hey, the biggest nerds union pretty cool, man.
Let's go.
You know what, man? Being an engineer, because the engineer part of me, man, is the nerdy side, man. Like when you gotta talk tech talk, man, you really gotta know what you're talking about. Like, hey man, turn it down like a dB and do this and do that. Right. So it's like nerd engineering talk that y'all probably wouldn't get, but like if I talk to another engineer, we be right on the same page, talking the same language, man.
Right.
It's real nerdy, man. So that part of me is a nerd, man. Like
talking about the headroom on the records, making sure you have enough space for the mix and the loudness.
Yeah.
And the EBs when you're trying to bounce it over. We know a little something, man.
And then and then hooking stuff up, man. It's like, you know what, man? Like my wife be like, why you got all these chords back here? It's like, you know what, man? That's the way it's got to be, man. Like, cause it's the way you got to hook things up, man. It's like maybe I can make it neater, you know what I mean? But when I hooked it up and then start working, I just left it alone, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Sometimes it feel right.
Hand me that XLR one time. But with that being said, because I'm trust me, we right there with you, brother. So just to kind of touch base on that nostalgia, you know, can you remember the first song that you wrote that when you wrote this song, you knew, oh man, I'm out of here. I'm about to change my life. I'm about to change everybody's life. Do you remember that record, that moment that you basically captured lightning in a bottle?
Maybe I would say Trying Times and 50 Candles. Oh, when we did that for Boyz and Men 2 album, man. You know what?
That 2 album was.
You know what? I take that started. I take that back, man. 50 Candles. Sean helped us write on that.
Yeah.
And then Trying Times was Wanye. So that wasn't all the way 100%. Like like maybe like Bobby. When I found Bobby V and I did Slow Down, that's when we start writing everything, man. You know what I mean? Like everybody was coming to us, man, wanting us to write songs, man. You know what I mean? So either I write the whole song, or Bob will write the whole song. You know what I mean? Like it didn't even matter, man. It's like we wasn't even tripping. It was like whoever do what, man. You know what I mean? We learned that from Jam and Lewis, man, because they was like, you know what? Once you shake hands and you become a partnership, it's like, you know what I mean? It's you like my brother. It's a partnership, and you like my brother, man. So you learn from me, and I learn from you. So if you wouldn't have wrote them lyrics, man, the way you wrote it, it came from me anyway. You know what I mean? So it ain't no trip on who wrote what, man. Let's just go.
To pivot on that, we talked about this before on our R&B Nerd Talk, like that we be talking. With the song Slow Down, right? Because you mentioned Bobby Valentino, Slow Down.
Yeah.
The question we want to know is, was all of those lyrics written on the same day?
Yeah, they were. In like 15 minutes. We wrote that song in like 10 or 15 minutes, man. Let me see if I can go back and remember, man. Like we all bounced around on the first verse, and then I came up with the hook, the pre-chorus, and then I came up with the bridge, and then the second verse, and then Bob pretty much came up with the melody and most of the words on the first verse. That's how that worked.
Okay. Yeah, because we was always saying it has the classic. And
then you know what? I think Bob did that part, and then I made it go da 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 da. I want to kind of go up on the end, straight ahead and girl. So I'm the one that like made it do that, but then Bob had it doing that. So then it was like Bob said, when I came up with the hook, it said, "Slow down. I just want to get to know you." But then he said something else, and then we stayed with it. I was like, you know what, man? Would it be a twist on it if we say, "Slow down. I just want to get to know you." But don't turn around. Yeah. But don't turn around so I can still see what you look like from the back.
Exactly.
Like don't turn around. Don't turn around.
Thing looks good to me.
Like don't turn around yet, man, because like when you turn around, already put it this way. me see what you look like from the back. And then when you turn around, we'll figure all that out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It was like heartfelt / player.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know what? Let's keep it real, man. Like that's why it really resonated with black people, man. Because you know, man, black guys, man. Let's keep it real, man. If your girl ain't got no butt, man, then you ain't really tripping, man. Right. So that's what I was thinking, man. I was like, okay, if you following a girl, man, and she got a big butt, man, you already like, dang, man. You know what I mean? So if she turn around and she look good, that's something extra. That's just extra. That's just extra on the top. You know what I mean?
Because we've been fooled many a times, people.
Exactly, man. Yeah.
All jokes aside, real quick, we can't move on before I address trying times. I want to say personally, sir, and not just coming from me, but from a lot of people I grew up with, a lot of my partners I grew up with. That song single-handedly, y'all made it all right for fellas to feel like they can get their emotions out. They can that song, that song, man. I tell you, there's been many a nights. Oh my God! like you just close that door and just cut all the lights off and just play that.
Right. You know what? Hey, you know what, man?
And you could hear Wanye crying on that bad boy.
And he did too, man. He was in the booth crying for real, man. When we did that, man.
You can hear
it. And you know what, man? Thanks for saying, man. You know what, man? We was going for that, man. We was like, what can we say? And it sounds like a man is vulnerable. And I was like, and it sounds like a church song, but it don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it said, trials and tribulations build up walls whose faces made of stone. When we say strong, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So we was like trying to be poetic, but at the same time, we was trying to like, you know, let all the coolness down, man, and be like, you know what? At the end of the day, man, I love you, man. We was trying to say, man, in a poetic way, I love you. And through the trying times, I want to see if you're gonna still be there. You know what I mean? Because we was thinking about Boyz, that song "Boyz II Men" from New Edition. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We was like,
change,
you know what I mean?
Boyz II Men.
And can you stand the rain too? We was like, all right, you know what? I mean, everybody gonna be there through the good times, but when it's bad times, like trying times, or can you stand the rain? Are you still gonna be? Are you gonna still stay there with me, man, through the storms, man? I want to ride or die girl like that, man. It's like,
come on,
I mean? Like when it's bad times, you still there. You know what I mean? You're still there trying to work it out with me, man, because that's just a relationship. That's how relationships are, man. It ain't gonna be up all the time, man. That's just the way it is, man. It's gonna be ups and downs.
You preaching?
You know what I mean? It's ups and downs, man. But at the end of the day, man, you got to figure that thing out, man. You got to work. If you want to be with me, we got to sit down right here and we got to figure it out. It might be some hard talks, man, that we don't want to talk about, but we going to have to get it all out so we can smooth it out, man, so we can make it, so we can start being in love again. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So that's what trying times is about, man. We was thinking about, man, can you stand the rain, really, man? You know what I mean?
Mission accomplished, brother. Mission accomplished.
Classic.
Yeah, man.
Classic.
You know what? We tried our best, man. You know what I mean?
No,
I really got that real R&B nerd question. Another one coming. As a musician. Now, as a musician, and a songwriter and producer, right?
Yeah.
What most popular key in R&B music?
Let me see.
That's a good question.
I want to say C sharp, but
You know what, man? Probably.
What is it to you? Yeah.
It's maybe D flat or A flat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Most songs. If you listen to R&B music, man, a lot of the real slow songs, a lot of the ones that really be like, oh man, they're either in D flat or A flat. All the Jam and Lewis, think about it. All the Jam and Lewis songs is in A flat. Only Human. Trying Times. Come back to me. Janet.
Yeah, a lot of their stuff is in that. Yeah.
All their stuff is in A. A lot of them songs that they did, and then Tender Love. That's an A flat. So
Tender
love.
Yeah.
Tender love. If you think about it, so that's tender love.
Yeah.
And then let me see what else.
Human.
Can you stand the rain?
Yeah.
That's
only human.
Only human. Right.
Yeah.
That's an A flat.
Can you stand the rains in?
A flat. Let me see. Ralph's song. What was that? You need a man with sensitivity.
Man with sensitivity. Yeah.
That's A flat too.
Yeah, definitely sure is.
So they stuff is
a lot
of you're right. A lot of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lou's what they took, especially with Janet's catalog earlier today. Heavy.
Really,
heavy with Janet.
But you know what? I will say this now. This is another nerdy thing, man. This is a nerdy thing, and this is a nugget, man. Y'all can tell people when y'all talk to people.
For sure.
It really don't matter, man, what key you in, because it matters where the melody at in the key.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you say that one more time?
Come on,
one more time, Deacon.
Let me say it one more time. It really don't matter what key the song is. It's where the melody at in the song. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So you can make it feel real melancholy, man, depending on where you put the melody at in the song. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you can have a high in the middle or low. Cause sometimes, man, you know what I mean? And people be like, hey, man, could you put this in my key? I need to be in D flat. I need to be in E flat. I mean, it's like, you know what? It ain't no such thing as that, man. It's where we gonna put the melody. It's where we gonna put the melody at, man. It's gonna make the song sound either melancholy or happy, man. You know what I mean? So if you want a song really happy, that's a major.
Yep, F major. Give me something major.
And I
feel like that's the gift.
If you want something feel like kind of melancholy, it's minor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's the gift that people that can pick up stuff by ear
exactly
get.
Exactly.
If you don't get it by ear, you're never going to understand that fully.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
We had
man.
Fell in love with that Neo Soul because of that Rhodes keyboard and the minor scale.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly, man. You know what I mean? That's why you think about it, man. If you think about it, man, if you go back, man, like the Music Soul Child, man, some of the records she was doing, man, it's like, dang, man, them records was so dope, man. Like Don't Change, Long As Our Love Don't Change. That man, that song, I play that song like it's brand new right to this day, man.
I feel like all four of us got the same ear for real.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
That song,
everything you hitting on right now, we all like
Don't Change was my wedding was one of the songs at my my wedding, dude.
Get out of here, man. That's dope, man. Hey, man, that is a dope record, man. Who did that? Vidal and Dre did that, right? They was dope back then.
Let's fact check it.
Production.
I think they did do that, man. They some dope brothers, man.
Yes, they are.
Man. Yes, they my friend. They my boys too, man. I love them, man. They really dope, man. And they're really cool too, man. They down to earth. You know what, man? Mostly everybody in the industry, man, that I've met, man, I ain't never had no problems with nobody, man, because everybody, man, at the end of the day, it's like we all trying to do the same thing. Exactly. It's like we all trying to get a hit record. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like whatever you do, and I hear it and I love it, I'm trying to do something that I'm gonna take a little bit of something out of that record, man. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with me. It's like whatever I did, if a producer come up to me and be like, hey man, I love that record, man. You know what I mean? You know what that means. That mean that, you know what? I'm gonna steal something out of your record, and then I'm finna make a record. You know what I mean? It's like because it's like a fraternity, man. It's like a fraternity, man. It's like all of us love what everybody do, man. You know what I mean?
Right. That's be somebody's inspiration.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know what I mean? Yep. That's the way this work, man. You know what I mean? That's just the way it works.
There you go, right there.
You know what I mean? And we need to bring bridges back, man. So, cause you know why? Because when you go to a bridge and then you come back to it, cause I'm gonna tell you why I love bridges, man, for two reasons. It's because you make a song sound like it's two songs. So
exactly.
It's like the regular song is going. Then when you go to a bridge, it's like it went to another song. And then when you come back to the other pit, you really, really appreciate where that song started at. You know what I mean?
And that's an ode to the bands, the band structure. That's an ode to that.
It sure is, man. You're right, man.
Yeah,
You're right.
Oh
You're
my
right.
God,
man. That's why I'm like, man, you know what? We gotta bring bridges back, man. I mean, we got to, man.
I feel like that
That's
too.
That's a T-shirt. Bring back the bridges.
And one of the most notable
and you know
albums
what?
I can think of that was Bridge Heavy. That's why I championed Joe's first album so much. Every song on that bad boy had a bridge.
Yeah,
it was Bridge Heavy.
Yeah,
boy.
You're right. You're right, man. You're right. That was a dope album, man. It was just that he was just singing he was over singing, man.
He was.
Gotta keep it real, man. He was just over singing, man.
He was singing for his life.
And then when he got it, man, it was when he figured it out, it was over with, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Making some classic records, boy. Yes, and I'm glad I was a part of that, man. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I'm really glad I was a part of that.
Hell yeah.
Man.
We made some dope. Man, y'all should hear some. Man, you know what? I got a whole album on Joe, man, that some of the records, man, didn't even make it, man. And it ended up being like about like I got like about like
don't lie, man. You gonna make me change religions. Don't do that.
Don't lie, man. I'm serious, man. You know what?
Open the house of Joe over here. Don't do that.
You know what I did? You know what we used to do, man? It's like every time we did when the artist wanted us to do like 1 or 2 songs, we always end up doing like 5 and 6 records. That's why I got like about like 7 records on Tamia.
Yeah.
I got about like 2 albums on Boyz II Men. I got about 3 albums on 112. I got an album on Joe. You know what I'm saying? That's why, man, I got so many records, man. And I'm gonna end up putting them out too, man, because people need to hear these records, man. They dope, man.
Yes.
People need to hear them, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do my own. I'm gonna do my own record. I'm gonna do my own record, man. And some of it's gonna be instrumental.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do like maybe 1 or 2 albums. I'm gonna do a compilation. I'm gonna do one just instrumental. Yeah, I'm gonna do an instrumental album, and then I'm gonna do stuff that unreleased stuff that you didn't even hear yet. You know what I mean? Like I even got an album on. You know what's crazy? I got an album on Tank too, man. Woo! I think, man.
I think we know that.
Yeah, I think
some of the songs is unreleased.
Some of them got leaked, man, but not all of them.
You
but
take
some
it,
of them.
Yeah,
man.
Oh my God. Bro, you about to bless the R&B community.
Y'all got this song. Y'all got this song called. Y'all got this song called. Is it called Remember?
Yeah. We sure did. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Remember? And then I don't know, man. We did so many records on. You know what, man? Tank is so fast, man. It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Like he don't even write nothing down. He just go in the booth.
Yeah.
He go in the booth, man. He go in the booth. And then he like just go, and then he'll just start mumbling some stuff, and then you just give him a little bit, like you give him maybe a few words, and then that's it.
On some Jay-Z stuff, huh?
Yeah. After that he gone, man. He'll write the whole record, man, all the way down, and he'll do it all the way down once he get it. Yeah. He'll get it. He'll do it all the way down, one take. And walk out the booth, man, and we going home, man. Home, man, for donuts and coffee. Dog.
One take, Jake, you know.
Did y'all do the record?
Jake.
Baby, please come back.
Left,
yeah, we sure did.
Oh my God,
that record is dope, right?
Unreleased classic.
I was like, man, you know what? I was sick to my stomach when that didn't come out, man. I was like, And then all of a sudden, man, somebody told me it was on the internet. I was like, yeah. I went to the internet. And I'm like, how did this get on the internet?
Two versions. There's like 2 versions on there too.
How the heck did this get on the internet, man? We was making sure that was like closed, man. So, because we was gonna release that, man. You know what I mean? Because he was, that was his last album for Blackground before he got signed to Atlantic.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? So when we did that, man, you know that was gonna be his album for Atlantic. But then when they got all on the internet, he was like, you know, we still gonna put it out, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just want to figure out the right time to do it.
Yeah. Those records is, oh my God.
Matter of fact, man, I'm about to work on Tank too, man. I was just not thinking about that. Me and him talked yesterday. So I'm about to work on, man, I can tell y'all right now, I'm finna work on Tank. I'm about to work on
Case.
Case. I'm about to work on John B.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm finna work on Donnell Jones.
Who has a new single out right now? John B has a new single out right now too.
He sure do.
Yeah.
But me and Donnell finna get down again. Remember how I'm gonna be, man? Remember that?
Oh, come on. Come on.
I'm finna try to take a whole album in that lane, man. Because that lane is wide open, man. It's sounding like
yes,
Michael.
it is.
He the only one that I work with that can sound like Michael Jackson, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And home,
you know what I mean?
Still.
There's a cadence, it's everything, man. It's like Mike, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So,
yeah, you about to bless the R&B community coming into 2025. I cannot wait.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, man. 2025 is it, man. I'm telling you.
You heard it here first.
Exclusive.
That's it, man.
Exclusive.
And then you know what? You want me? You know who else? As far as females, who I'm about to work on? Kelley Price. I'm finna do her album.
Yeah, come on, H-Time. Come on.
Think about Kelley Price.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you whose daughter is crazy. I'm about to work on her, man. Faith Evans' daughter.
Really?
What?
Oh my Lord! Man.
No.
She can rap. She can rap.
Stop.
She can rap and sing, man. She sing like her mama.
Wait a
rap
minute.
rap like Missy, man. She's crazy.
That's amazing.
Faith. The Faith.
That's
an extraordinary background vocal queen like Faith.
Hey,
daughter?
Her daughter is unbelievable, man. Hey, you know what? I just thought of something, man, real quick, man. Do y'all know, man, that when I was doing so when we worked everything out, at first we did the album, first we did 112's album. They was called Forte at first. That was their name. Okay. Dallas didn't like them. Now Dallas is like, no, they nerds, man. No, like, cause they was some church. They used to come to the studio after church, so they was in like suspenders and high waters and all that. Right. You know what I mean? So they were some church boys, man. So I was like, so we told Puff about them. Puff ended up signing them, and then we went to New York to work on them. And so while we was working on Now That We Done and all that, Brandy had came.
Right.
Because Brandy was kicking it with Wanye at the time. Remember? I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
So Brandy was there, and Faith was sitting on the ground. He had Puffy had just signed her a day before we came. So she was sitting on the ground. So she was like, dang, how y'all doing them harmonies like that? And listen to, I'm like, man, let's go upstairs. Man, I went upstairs and I did all her vocals, man, to that album, her first album.
Oh, that was you. That was y'all.
Went upstairs.
Yeah.
Wait, upstairs from the 112 session?
Yep.
You produced the vocal Bible.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Crazy, man.
Oh my God.
And then she was already dope. It was just that I just added a little more to it. And then after that, man, she was just like, you know what I mean? She was off on her own, man. You know what I mean? So every time I did a record on her, man, I just sent it, and maybe I came up with the hook, but she came up with everything else, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was fun with her. Yeah.
Man,
you are literally blowing my mind right now, sir. I can't even contain myself right now, sir.
Hey,
Jesus.
Hey, really think about this. Think about Brandy's first album. She was dope. Don't get me wrong.
Yes,
she was dope. But man, when she got with Wanye, and we started doing songs with Wanye, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think about how our album sound after that, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Her backgrounds was crazy, man.
Yeah.
And it was because she started hanging around the crew, man, and she started getting all them harmonies, man, on how we was doing. Yeah.
Here started picking up some tricks.
Because she was like, when we was doing Now That We Done, she was like, hey, yo, man, I ain't never heard nothing like this, man. She was like, what the heck are y'all doing right now? We was like, I was like, do you know this was going to be on Boyz II Men album? But
we could tell.
I'm going to be real, man.
We could tell.
Nate, they was battling, man. So Nate didn't like that. He didn't write on it, man. It was us and Wanye, man. So
Okay.
So, I heard rumors Nate used to be anal like that. About right. He used to be.
Anal. So Nate didn't write on it, man. So he didn't want it on the album, man. You know what I mean? And then you know what? After he heard it on 112, he was like, "Man, why y'all giving our secrets away, man?" We was like, "Hey, man, you know what? You didn't want the song, dog."
Yeah.
And remember, man, that was one of the songs you didn't want. You didn't want that. And now that we're done, and Can I Touch You? Yeah, that was gonna be on the album too. Oh, but that didn't make it on there neither because Nate didn't write on it. You know what I mean?
So when I say y'all swag that lying here on a bed, I said, how you walked it up?
Yeah, and you know what? You know what?
Oh my
God. That was Mike's part too, man, from Boyz II Men, man.
Right.
Yeah. So we had Mike in 112 do that because he had the deepest voice, so we had Mike do it. Yeah, but that was Mike's part, man. That was it. Yeah. Hey, I actually got the version. I got the version when Boyz II Men did it, man. I might send it to y'all, man. I think I trust y'all enough, man, so I can send y'all.
Come on.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on.
But yeah, I got a version of Boyz II Men doing it, man. They killing it, man.
Dude, you finna have me putting out hits on people just in your name.
I finna start man. You know on that one part. Hey, you know that one part that Deron did when it be like, it's kind of hard to play this game. Sean did that part, man, and killed it.
I can hear him doing that too.
I can hear Sean. Hey, man. Sean, hey, man. Oh my Lord. And on Can I Touch You, man? Sean. That's when I realized I was like, you know what, man? We gotta do an album together. And we ended up doing an album together when I was president of a label at SRG.
Okay.
Yeah. If y'all go to iTunes right now, it's an album from me and Sean called Forward.
Yeah.
Okay. If y'all go in right now, I did the whole album except about like maybe 3. And then we had let me see, Raphael do one.
Okay.
And I did the rest of them.
Okay.
Yeah, but Raphael lived down the street from me, man. That's my boy, man.
Yeah. Another great producer.
When I moved to LA, I ended up going to like a black student thing for the kids. And I see Sean Stockman up there speaking at the in the valley.
Yeah.
That's that's crazy.
Yeah. He had a kind of like it wasn't really a daycare center. But what it was like, you know, man, if you had to go to work early or something like that, and you had nowhere to take your kid, you could take it to the center that him and his wife had. Yeah. So he had something like that. So he used to mentor the kids and stuff like that.
That's dope.
I think he still got it, man. He mentored kids and all that, man. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, would you agree? It's safe to say, because I always said Atlanta always had their versions of everything else that was popular. 112 was Atlanta's version of Boyz II Men, and Jagged Edge was Atlanta's version of Jodeci.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy? Hey, let me let y'all in on something. Okay, so our barber. So what happened when we did Boyz II Men, right? Dallas was like, man, y'all gotta find your own group. So our barber started bringing artists from all over the place, College Park and everywhere, because he knew all the singers, right? Yeah. So how about, man, the guys that didn't make 112, we formed Jagged Edge and we showed Jermaine, man. Dallas could have had 112 and Jagged Edge, man.
Crazy.
We formed both groups, man. Yes. It's tripped out, man. Crazy. It was before Monica, man.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah. No, we gotta have a part 2 with you, man. You got so much. You got so much with you. This is a record. Man. This is a record-breaking episode right here.
We got to have a part 2 and 3, man. It's so much stuff. It's so much stuff.
There's more layers.
It's so much stuff that I got to tell y'all, man. That y'all gonna be like, "What, man?" I can tell y'all, be like, "Man, you know what? This part of this record, man, is in this record. This record that we did that didn't make it, it's in this record." It's like I got so much stuff like that, man. I'm telling you, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's unbelievable.
You're gonna be able to connect the dots for us in a lot of ways.
There's so many records. and so many records, man. And so many records I can tell y'all about, man. Because we worked on so many artists, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then when I had my solo, when I start producing on my own, man, I worked on so many artists too. It's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like part 2 of my career. It's like it was so many artists, man. So now I call this part 3. 2025 is part 3.
Okay. All right.
It's over with.
Come on.
That's why we got to have part 2 and 3.
Yeah, I got
Come on.
Come on.
We got to, man.
The dynasty continues.
We need exclusives and everything.
Hey, you know what? Hey, hold on. Let me say this, man, and then I'm gonna tell y'all that the next half of it on part 2. So, man, we found we kind of like found Destiny's Child, right? But
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Daryl Simmons came over to the studio. He was like, "Hey, man, you know what? I got these girls, man." He was like, "They want to do up tempos, man. I don't really do up tempos, man." He was like, "Man, but I got some friends that do it," because Daryl Simmons' studio was next door to Dart, right?
Yeah.
So he had us meet up with the girls, man, and we ended up doing a whole album. So in the process, man, Beyonce was 12 years old when we was doing the album, right? So when she turned,
they were girls' time still.
When she was 13 or 14, her voice changed, man, right?
Yeah.
So we had them bring down Beyonce back, and we did a record. And you know that's So Into You when they go, I think you're truly.
Yeah.
That we did a record, man, with that in there, and I took that part and I put it in So Into You. Yeah. That's one record right there. So you know what? I'll tell y'all how that all happened and how that all worked out. I'm gonna tell you.
Next
part
time.
2, I'm gonna tell y'all about that. Man, right?
Got y'all.
Come on.
Because I'm telling you, man, I got so much to tell y'all, man. I can't fit it. I can't fit it. You know what I mean? I started in '93, man. You know what I mean? I started
you got all the gold today. All the gold today.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I was so young. Dog, I was so young when I started, man. I didn't know what I was doing, dog. I was just doing music, man. But now, you know what I mean? Now I'm thinking with my head now. It's like now I'm like, you know what? This artist worked with this record. And if they say this right here, it's gonna work on them. Back then, I wasn't thinking I was too young to think like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was when Dallas used to say that, man, I used to be like, what are you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? Like I really didn't know that part of producing, man, until I got older. You know what I mean? But with wisdom and knowledge came that, man. You know what I mean? Like when you go through it, that's when you get that. You get that knowledge, you get that wisdom. You be like, you know what? This artist right here need this type of sound. Because when if they do this type of sound, it's gonna be believable. You know what I mean? And then you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all about Bobby Brown too, man. Bobby Brown get a bad rap, man. He one of the nicest dudes in the world, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. He one of them dudes, man. You be like, hey, man, that watch is dope, man. He be like, he said, you like this, man? He'll take it right off his wrist and give it to you, man. That's what type of dude Bobby is, believe it or not, man. Or if you be like, hey,
I read
man,
his book.
and
I
you
read
just
his
be
book, man. It's definitely misunderstood, man.
Yeah, you'll just be messing around and be like, hey, man, that's a dope jacket, man. He'd be like, you like this, man? He'll take it off. He'll take it off and put it on you, man. Yeah. And I'm telling you, man, it's a cool dude, man. I'm gonna tell y'all how that. But it's a whole. Cause you know what? That's gonna be a whole nother ball game. I don't know if y'all remember, man, when we did that album Forever.
Definitely.
Yeah, I gotta tell y'all about that, man. It took us so long. It took us so long to do them records, man. It's unbelievable. But I'm gonna tell y'all why, though, man.
Hey, more to come. More to come.
Y'all remember that I said that because I might forget because I want to make sure.
Oh, we got you. It's on camera. We got you, sir. We got you. Hey, ladies. Hey, everybody, all our viewers.
Bobby Brown.
This is Tim Kelley, y'all.
Yeah, man.
This is Tim Kelley right here.
Is a good
real quick. One last thing, sir. We got a segment of the show that we call it's a little game or whatever. There's no right or wrong answer. We call Vibe or Slide. or whatever. There's no right or wrong answer. Just to give us more insight on you, your background, where you come from, your origins, things that nature, stuff that you gravitate to and don't. So, real quick, run through this. All right. All right, real quick.
Okay.
You being from Peoria, Illinois, correct?
Yeah, by way of Chicago. Yep.
By way of Chicago. All right. So, but a lot of the formidable years were spent in Peoria, right?
Yeah, my childhood was.
Okay.
And so then my teens was like, Chicago, Detroit, man, all that. But yeah, but go ahead.
All right. So being from Peoria, were you more of a lion or a ram?
Ooh. Good. I think I've always been a lion, man. Because I'll chew you. Because you know what? I don't care what I was doing, man. I'll chew your leg off, dog. You know what I mean?
All right.
I'll chew your leg clean off. I don't think I heard of a ram chewing your leg off, man. A ram will just like hit you real hard and then you just fly across the room or something like that. You know what I mean? but a lion, chew your head off, man. I was one of them dudes, man, that I was always in competition mode, man. I don't care if it was with grades. I don't care if it was with basketball, if it was producing. I was one of them dudes that I was always competing. But it was friendly competition.
Yeah.
But it's like
for the sake of competing, you were in it.
I just never liked to lose, man.
Yeah.
I was you know what I mean? I'm a sore loser, man. I can't help it, man. I'm a sore loser by nature, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It ain't like I was competing to the point where I was like, I didn't like you.
Yeah,
it's just like it was just like it was inner competition and friendly competition, like friendly fire. And you know what I mean? So like if I lost,
if you lost, I gotta work harder. Cool.
Exactly.
Got
man.
you. Okay, I got
you. And I didn't like that. So I made sure, man, it's like I really worked my butt off, man. You know what I mean?
Sir. Yes, sir.
So I never lost, man.
All right. Okay, got you.
Make sure of that.
All right. 100. 100. Next one.
Yeah.
All right. Hot or cold?
I would say, man, now that I live in California, hot.
Okay.
Because you know what? I came from seasonal places, man. You know what I mean? Like that snow. You used to walking to school in snow, man. In Peoria and Chicago, man. Walking in the snow. It's crazy. I was just telling my son, man. I was like, man, I used to walk to school with snow that was right up to here. Like by my legs, man, in the winter. You know what I'm saying? It's like I ain't with that, man. That snow and all that shoveling and all that stuff. So I would say hot.
Okay, got you. All right. Gamble and Huff or Ashford and Simpson?
Ooh, Ashford and Simpson was dope, man. But I'll probably have to say Gamble and Huff, man, because man, you know what, man? Man, think about how many people, man, spawned from them, man.
I know.
Jack, me and
that
Bob.
Tree is massive.
Me and Bob, Jam and Lewis.
Yep.
Ellie and Babyface.
Yeah.
Gamble and Huff. Yep. We all come from Gamble and Huff, man.
Yep.
All of us do, man. Them boys, I'm telling you, man, you go back and think about what they was doing, man. They was doing it from scratch, man.
Yes.
Like they was finding artists, man, to make them superstars from scratch. The OJs, bam. Patti LaBelle, bam.
Yep.
Let me see who else. The group that she was in, bam. What the name of that group that she was in? The LaBelles, right? Teddy Pendergrass, bam. Yep. I mean, man, they was taking artists, man, from nothing, and then
average everyday people,
and then all of a sudden they were superstars, man. So you got to give it up to them, and they own their own label, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Philly International, man, that was their label.
So they were running the R&B game for a long time. They were running.
They sure did, man. Man, they was almost like Motown, man. Because Motown, man, like I don't know if you know what they probably the only ones that could probably rival Motown, man.
Yep.
Them and LaFace.
Them
the only two that can probably rival what Motown was doing because Motown was crazy. But that's a whole nother story too. You know what I mean?
All right. Back on my R&B stuff. This is classic everyday R&B conversation right now. All right,
let's do it.
Jodeci
Yeah.
Or Boyz II Men?
Damn, man.
I know.
See, man, you know what? I'll say this.
It's the same reaction every time I ask that.
I'm biased because I actually work with Boyz II Men, but I work with Dalvin too from Jodeci.
Yeah.
So Jodeci was more street, and Boyz II Men was sweet. So it all depends on what. I think it all depends on. You can't really answer that because it depends on what mood you in, man. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah.
Like if you felt like yeah, I'm ready to conquer the world, man, and then you put some Jodeci on, man. You know what I mean? But then if you felt like you want to fall in love and you want to hear some harmonies and you know what I mean?
Yep. So sweet stuff.
Yeah, you want to listen to Boyz II Men, man.
Definitely.
They'll sweet you out of here, man. So it's that's one of the ones that's really hard to pick from, man. I ain't gonna even lie.
I agree.
Like I said, and I work with Dalvin.
Yeah.
And then Dalvin is Devontae's brother, obviously. So that's how I became cool with Devontae. So Devontae is my boy. He's like, me and him ended up getting real cool when I was working on Dalvin. And then and then Boyz II Men is like my brothers, man. So it's like I can't really, you know what I mean?
Also, since you brought up Dalvin, loved your work on Long Day. On that song.
You know what?
Love that song.
Thanks, man. I can't, it's crazy. It's crazy that you know that, man.
Hey,
that's crazy, man.
I told you we R&B nerds over here, man.
Hey, that's R&B nerdy right there, man. For y'all to know that, for you to know that right there, man. Is now I know you're an R&B nerd, man.
Yeah, man.
That was a hit. That wasn't even a single, man. That was just hitting on his album, man.
Because you had a long day.
Right. We sung back. You know what? We sung backgrounds on that too.
Well, yeah, I can hear it because I knew that was Dalvin. It had to be y'all.
Yeah, we do a lot of backgrounds. We did a lot of backgrounds on Case album too that we did.
Yes, y'all did. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, y'all have a distinct sound when y'all do backgrounds. Trust me. We
do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did, man. It was something about when me and Bob did backgrounds, man. It just I don't know, man. It just sounded different, man.
But it was always clean. It was always clean.
Right. You know what I mean? It was just something about it, man. I remember when we did Tyrese, when I did Sorry.
Yep.
Bob had a cold and he couldn't make it to the studio. I was so mad. So I did all the backgrounds on my own on that. And then I put Tyrese on top of me. But I did all the backgrounds on that. On Sorry.
Secrets. More gems, people. More gems.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Back in R&B mode. All right. Usher or Chris Brown?
Usher.
All right.
Usher because, well, you know what? I will say this, man. I love Chris Brown because he like a little brother, man. You know what I mean? I had a chance to sign him, man. It was between him and Bob. How about it was between him and Bobby V, man, and I signed Bobby V.
Wow. Hey, not a bad decision.
Not a bad decision. Not a bad decision
at all.
But Tina Davis, man, brought Chris Brown to me and Bob, man.
Wow.
And he sounded really, really young, man. Like his voice, he was young when she brought him, so he was sounding like a little mouse, man. We was like, dang, man, what are we gonna do with that? Versus Bobby, he was already
grown,
right?
He was already a grown man.
Had to come off the lister and everything.
Exactly. So
from Blackberry Molasses.
So I could talk, you know what I mean? The subject matter can be a little deeper, you know what I mean? So it's like, I was thinking that. I didn't know Chris Brown was going to turn into what he did, but I ain't going to even lie. Now I'm kicking myself in the butt. I'm like,
Hey, don't feel bad. Who could have seen that coming? Who could have?
Man. I didn't know. I did not know he was going to turn into that. And you know what? Usher's the same way, though, man, because Dallas could have signed Usher, man, because Usher came in the foyer and he started dancing around, and all the employees I was working for Dallas, they was clapping and all that. And, Usher was doing all these Michael Jackson spin arounds and all that stuff. We went back to the back and got Dallas. We was like, hey man, it's this young dude, man. You need to sign him on the spot. Dallas was like, for real? We was like, you need to come up to the foyer. He come up to the foyer, man. And once he do this, we already know he don't like it. He went, he said, and left out. We was like, oh man.
Got on the phone?
Got on he did the phone. He did the phone thing, man. So then we told exactly. So we told LA about Usher, and then we didn't even get a chance to even get no. We did like, I don't know, about like 8 songs for his first album.
Yeah.
And then he worked the deal out with Puffy, and then he had Puff work on his first album. So we didn't even get a chance to get on there. So not only did Dallas didn't sign him, we couldn't get on the album. We like, oh man,
over that one, boy.
Dang.
Oh man, but still a phenomenal first album, nonetheless, man. No shade to Usher, man.
Yeah. His first album was crazy,
which I credit to being the beginnings of Faith's career, in my opinion. It all started with that Usher first album. She's all over that bad boy. Backgrounds, writing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah. Man. Love it. All right, last thing. Last question. Last question to conclude Vibe Slide. Old school or new school?
Old school.
And there you have it.
I'd say old school, man, because it's like dudes these days, they too cool for school, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't even think
they
about
don't
it, man.
Beg no more.
They don't want to
say I'm sorry.
If you think about the core of R&B and the beginning of R&B, it was like niggas was on their knees begging, man, and saying they sorry and forgive me, I love you, all that. Now niggas is too cool. They want to talk about how many cars they got and how many girls. When they go to the club, they be popping bottles and
they're rappers now.
The subject matter,
yeah, man, it's like it's
no longer rhythm. We talk about the fact that
the hand gestures change too.
It's out the door. It's out the door,
hand
man.
Gestures.
Like right now, man. Only people that, like I said, only people that can get on the radio right now. Boys is Chris Brown.
Yep.
Chris Brown, and then women is Beyonce.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
And now Beyonce, and like I said, now Beyonce doing country, so you can't even add her, man. So cause they got to play some of her old R&B songs, man. But they play her, though,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
But she did a country album. I think I heard that she's gonna do an R&B album though right now. Her next one.
And I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap. That country album's phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. It was a dope album. On the countryside, it was.
You know what?
Dope album.
She's just a phenomenal. Yeah, she's just a phenomenal artist, man. She's a one-time art. She's just a one-time thing, man. Like and you know what? The industry won't even give you a chance to even to let you even see a Beyonce or a Michael Jackson, man. It ain't gonna happen, man, because they don't have enough patience, man, to let them go through the trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you got to be with a label that trusts you, even if you don't do good, man. They give you another chance. Like right now, if they don't meet their quota, you know, we dropping you. You know what I'm saying?
Burn.
You're dropped.
Churn and burn.
We thought you was gonna go platinum, double platinum, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do it. You only sold under gold. So nah, we'll see you later. They won't even give you a shot. So that's why we ain't gonna see no Michael Jacksons and Ushers and Beyonce. We ain't gonna see that no more. We ain't gonna see that no more, man. We ain't gonna think about it, man. Usher got a what? 15 album run. So does Beyonce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown probably got, man, maybe 10 album run, 10 or 12 out. You ain't gonna see that no more. And
nowadays, the average R&B artist, you're lucky to get 4 or 5 albums tops within a 10-year span. Tops.
And like on a major at that. Like they go major and then they go indie
with
later on.
With 2-minute songs, with no bridge and no modulations and dude, it's different.
Yeah, just basically
the loop. 4-bar loop.
That right there is the reason why I said when you said old school versus new school, because it's like it's a song these days, man. If you think about it on the radio, they play a song. It's all mix shows, man. Like so, they'll play like maybe 30 seconds of a song and then they just go to the next joint. So you better have the hook at the beginning.
Yeah,
because you ain't gonna even know what the hook is, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless it's at nighttime.
Yeah.
But during the day, man. During the day, they're gonna play a song and then they're gonna mix it with another one, man.
That's it.
So you don't even get a chance unless unless it's Drake, man, they'll probably play the whole Drake song and Kendrick Lamar because
they'll play their whole albums on the radio.
They're trying to put some fuel to the fire from that. You know what I mean? From that bad blood they got, man. Yeah. So they play their songs, but everybody else, man, is getting 30 seconds maybe, and that's it. It's tricked out, man.
Hey, and that concludes another episode of Vibe or Slide. Tim Kelley, I hope you had fun.
Yeah, I love y'all, man.
You continue to pour into us more than what we asked for, and we love every minute of it, sir. We greatly appreciate you. Like, hey, y'all heard it here first, man. We're definitely gonna have a part 2 and 3. We might, you might be just regular on Vibes and Convo, man.
You know what? Why not?
You might have to do it. We might have to bring you for the
Tim Kelley hour, y'all.
We might have to bring you for the performance breakdowns and some other stuff.
Yeah, we'll definitely have on here again. Man, you family now. This home.
Hey, man, absolutely, man. Anytime y'all want me on, man, I'm on, man. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. Got you.
Yes, sir. Before we go any further, I want to make sure that we're plugging your social handles.
Yeah. If you want to get me, man, I'm on IG at I am Tim Kelley. And then I'm working on I don't have X, man. You know what I mean? For some reason. I need to get it though. I don't have X and I don't have TikTok and I don't have you know what I mean? I just got Instagram and I'm at I am Tim Kelley if you want to get a hold of me. And if you want some records, you know what I mean, come holler at me, man. You know what I mean? Because you know what I really figured out, man? It's like, you know, man, now that a lot of people, man, is independent, I got to reach back, man, and really help people out. Even though they don't have a lot of money, I don't care about that. It's about music, man. You know what I mean? It's about good music and getting it out there, man. And a lot of the artists, man, that can't get signed to major labels, man, they're independent. Right. And they need records too. They need good music, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So
it's the only way our genre gonna survive, man. We got to stick. We got to reach back. We got to stick together.
Yes, absolutely, man. Yeah. So I got to so you know what? Everybody out there, man, if y'all want a song, you know what I mean? Let's talk about it, man. Let's see how we can do it, man. I'll work with you, man. You know what I mean? At I am Tim Kelley. That's how you can get a hold of me.
Okay.
And then man, we'll talk about it, man. You know what I mean? And we'll figure it all out.
Let's go.
I ain't trying to break you. We want to get the music out. You know what I mean? That's what we're trying to do at the end of the day.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. You know
Tim Kelley, y'all.
It's about the music, man.
Hell yeah.
Picking up what you're putting down.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hey, anything else, fellas, before we get out of here?
So much unveiled today.
So much, man.
Yeah.
Hey, anything else, fellas, before we get out of here, man?
I want to tell y'all, man. I'm gonna tell y'all I got a secret. I got a label, but I'm gonna tell y'all about the label, man, on the second one, man.
Got you.
I got some brand new artists, man, and I got some stuff. I got some special stuff coming out, man. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, 2025 it's finna be crazy, man.
Y'all heard it
live
first on Vibes.
About to be live.
It's about to be the resurgence of R&B, man. Again, man. It's like, and it ain't dead. You know what? We got to make sure. And I ain't saying that I'm gonna be the one to bring it back because it ain't went nowhere. It's just laying dormant right now. But we need a resurgence. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we do.
That's it.
We just need a whole bunch of R&B music to come out. You know what I mean? Right. So we can make the playing field even, man. So singers can get back on the radio, man. Yeah. It's like they don't sing. Like it's like you got what's that, man? That these shows, man, that they on there singing, American but they can't get on the radio. We got American Idols, we got all the stuff, the mass singers, all that, but they can't get on the radio though.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy, man.
I know, man.
Make America sing again.
We gotta change it.
Come on, that's a shirt. That's a shirt.
Oh, you know what? That's a shirt.
That's a shirt.
That's a shirt right there. That's a shirt. That's definitely. You know what?
Hey, great idea. Hey, Kurt. Great idea.
Hey, next time y'all have me on here, that's gonna be my shirt right there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's go.
That's gonna be my shirt right there. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see the front part, man. Say that right there.
Hey, we can make it a collab. Vibes and Combo Hey, make America sing again.
Absolutely,
Brought to you by Tim Kelley.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. I didn't even come up with it, man. That was your boy, man.
Hey, but it's only right, man. You on here, man. We came over here with you, man. We got to include you some kind of way.
Yeah.
Right.
It's only right, man.
Yes,
and see that kind of energy, that kind of love, that kind of admiration and respect we got for each other. That's what need to be reciprocated in the R&B community.
There you go.
I
for
totally
us to
agree.
survive.
Totally agree with you, man.
Yes,
totally
sir.
agree.
Yeah, man.
Totally agree, dog, man.
Hey, this has been another epic and oh my God, vainglorious episode of Vibes and Convo.
Can we get the applause?
Can we please?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can we please?
Thank you. Yeah. You know what? I'm back anytime. Remember, I'm back anytime y'all need me. And then we got a second and third part, man. I got to tell y'all some stuff, man. I'm telling you, man, my story is deep, man.
I can tell.
It's deep, man. It's so deep, man. One segment ain't gonna cover it all, man.
Right.
It's just not, man. You know what I mean?
We only scratched the surface, baby.
We only scratched the surface. We didn't even, you know what? We talked about Bob. We talked about me and Bob. We didn't even talk about my own career.
I know.
I got my career on my own. You know what I mean? I got a
Sure.
career on my own now.
Yeah,
You know
and that's
so
why we got
stuff going on.
And that's
man.
why we got to dig.
I'm gonna come back and talk about it, man. Y'all just let me know when y'all want me to come back. All right?
Got you.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. All right. Real quick. Sorry, Key. before we get out of here, go ahead, Key. Do your thing, bro.
Yeah, man. This concludes another episode of Vibes and Convo.
Yay.
Man, we got to talk that R&B Nerd Talk today, man, with Tim Kelley.
Yeah.
Yes,
oh
sir.
yeah.
Y'all look out, man. Part 2 and part 3 on his way.
But
for now,
it's coming.
We about this thing.
We're gonna do it, man. Y'all be good, all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.